G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for episode number 13 of my last Epoch Warlock playthrough. Now, this is the second time I've recorded episode 16 because I got to the end of the last one and realized that it was an hour and 10 minutes or so of me just running monoliths, and quite frankly, that bored me to tears, and I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to see it. So, I've cut that out. I've progressed the empowered monoliths. I've done the fall of the outcast now. I've got the 8% increased experience here. It's a low roll, but whatever, it'll do. And I basically grinded on these for about an hour and a half. Killed the abomination, I think, 4 times. I've done the black sun now for about an hour as well. And I'm about to kill the black riot dude, and it's just mindless grinding. I didn't get any upgrades aside from these boots. Every other item is exactly the same as it used to be. All of the uniques, this is the only one I've kept. Same deal with all the idols. There's nothing new up here. It's all the same stuff, and I've definitely got more shards now. But that's kind of all that's happened. So this episode is going to be the last one for this character as a kind of let's play style thing. I will probably continue playing this off camera, and I'll do the occasional update video, probably. And we'll see how that goes. But I think in terms of just playing the character for a while, this is going to be the last one. And what we're doing today is I've got 2 Soulfire Bastion keys. I have Malin's Hubris gloves. I need to get the belt from the boss in here. So I've got 2 shots at that, and depending on how time goes, I mean, if I walk in and instantly die, then we're probably going to be well under the usual video length. I may go and do some monoliths at the end of it, but for now, let's go and do this for a little bit. And as I said, I'm kind of There's 2... Hang on, let's turn the fire shield on. There's 2 uniques that I'm looking for. One is the Mad Alchemist Ladle, which comes only from exiled mages, as far as I'm aware. So I've been doing them every chance I get, and it just hasn't dropped, which is fair enough. And same with the belt here. I think I've done 3 tier 4 Soulfire Bastions since the last video, and it just hasn't dropped, so just keep running it and eventually it will drop. But it's going to take how long it's going to take. There's no way for the Circle of Fortune players to increase drops of boss specific drops. So for something like this belt, there's no prophecies that make this easier to drop. You either get it or you don't, and I believe it's 18%, I think, is the number I remember, for 18% chance to drop in the tier 4. It can drop, as far as I'm aware, in the tier 3 Soulfire Bastion, but you are definitely going to have a much higher drop chance in the tier 4. Now, you've just seen a whole bunch of prophecies popped, so I picked up a bunch before I came in here. And I'm just going to check these. There's only one unique ring that I'm actually really interested in. And none of these are it. I'll pick them up for now. Same with all these exalted rings. Fire damage, necrotic damage, frailty, health regen, stun avoid. Increased area for area skills is actually not horrible. But again, none of these are what I'm looking for. So a lot of that is going to end up on the floor. Same for a lot of the prophecies I have. It's going to be spitting out a lot of jewelry. Here we go. So another unique ring, again, not the one I'm after. Strong Mind, Death Rattle, and Zithara's Conundrum. So none of these, again, are anything I'm looking for. But hey, 500 gold for each of them. Hopefully nobody wants these, because I can't give them to you. Alright, I definitely don't want to be looking at that. And we're probably going to get another prophecy drop here. I say probably. I have a lot of prophecies. I think actually they may have been 2 used prophecies, so let's just have a look at my prophecies here. That's Monolith, Monolith, Black Sun, no condition, so Exiled Mage. Any rare enemies, so this is already fulfilled 2 out of 3. Exalted Jewelry is Exiled Mage, Rye. I picked up this one because I'm about to go kill him. Deaths of Rare Enemy and Monoliths, Age of Winter. I think we're kind of getting towards the end of the loot drops that I'm going to get here. At least as far as drops from prophecies go. But we shall see. There's another prophecy fulfilled. That's going to be rare jewelry, I guess. Spell damage, damage over time. I'm actually going to shadow this one. What do we got here? No, rubbish. So this one here, the base I'm looking for, I'm only interested in bone amulets because of the necrotic resistance on them. Phys-res is pretty good too. Although looking at this actual amulet, if I could get those stats onto a bone amulet, I would probably wear this. Unfortunately, dropped on the wrong base, so it's kind of useless to me. Alright, so let's actually kill this guy as well. One thing I have noticed with this build is if you try and kill stuff before you've got up this ridiculous ward, there's a good chance, especially in here, that you just die. Because without the bugged interaction with the blood pools, I think my ward sits at about 1,300 or something like that, and the same with my health. And it's whoops, well, that was a mistake. This build is actually decently squishy without the bugged interaction. For anyone who's actually wondering, the bugged interaction is between Bone Harvest, which summons bone prisons. Then you have Shattered Prison to split them into a whole bunch of little things. So you can see here, this bone prison is a whole bunch of different little bone sections. And they count as minions. Each one is its own minion. And they have a ton of health. So then because of... let me just get over here a little bit safer. Because of an interaction in... where's Profane Veil? This one here. So Vampiric Pool, sorry, not Blood Pool. This will eat 10 minions. The Bone Prison gives you, I think, 8. And then it says portion of minion health to ward gain is 4%. So when they coded this, they put an extra 0 in there, and that's 40%. So you're getting the Bone Prison, which, by the way, has an extra 2,500 health on each individual one. You're getting 40% of that as your ward, and that is where the bugged interaction is. I have seen pictures of people with 250,000 ward, so 250,000. And I've heard people say that they've seen 300k. I haven't seen 300k, but I mean, it seems plausible. So even once this is fixed, even if they cut a 0 off the end, 25,000 ward is pretty good. 30,000 still quite good. So this build, I think, even after it's been quote-unquote fixed, will still be quite good. Where did my Bone Prison go? Because I'm not getting any shield. There we go. But yeah, you can see, even on this character that is completely unoptimized, this is just whatever gear I happen to have when I swapped over. I'm breaking 90,000. You just saw 96,000 there. So I think 3 times that is completely plausible. The attribute you want to be stacking is actually minion health, in addition to intelligence, necrotic damage, necrotic resistance, all those fun things. But most of your defenses is coming from minion health. So you want to be stacking that, get as much ward as you can. Because honestly, a couple of affixes on a few items is pretty cheap to just completely handle your defenses. And everything else in this build is either both offense and defense, or entirely offense. So it is a very good build, but it is also a very bugged build. So depending on how you feel about that, could be more or less recommended to play this build, shall we say. Okay, where did my bone walls go again? Seems there's still some issues with the targeting and whatnot. That's fine. That's fine. I can deal with that. One thing I'm not huge on in this particular dungeon is you kind of just walk around, and then eventually the game will decide to tell you where the thing you're looking for is. These guys are also quite dangerous in a tier 4 dungeon. You saw my ward get down to about 20,000, which I know that sounds like it should be a joke. I'm down to 20,000, I feel so squishy. But that is actually quite low for this build. Successfully not got any ward out of that one again, so I think I need to be better about placing the bone prisons. It's just, okay, I'm getting feared from something there, I think. Alright, actually taking health damage here, which doesn't happen. Alright, let's just back off here a second. There we go. I've got my bugged energy shield back. Feeling a little more comfortable. Let's kill everything, and I can see where the next door is, so let's go fight the boss. Now, I've done this a few times, as I said, and I haven't really noticed any advantage to running to one of the doors, then go check the other one, and then decide which one you want, which sounds better, or whatever. Especially seeing as the drop that I want is just a boss drop, so I don't care if you get extra uses of the Gambler at the end. The Gambler can't give me the item I want, so you can absolutely check these and go, oh, 100% is too much, and a chance to roll twice. Oh no, I'll get the other one. I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to go kill the boss, and fingers crossed it drops. I would love to see it drop, because, oh, looks like we've kept that. If I can get the belt, then I will be able to use these gloves and the new belt. The belt, basically, whenever you cast a spell, will apply, I think it's bleed, and then these gloves convert bleed to ignite. No, sorry, I got it wrong. Okay, this node here bleeds you whenever you cast a spell, specifically whenever you cast this spell, Spirit Plague, so you get bleed stacks on yourself, but because of these gloves, you convert the bleed to ignite, so you're igniting yourself, and then the belt gives you a huge amount of spell damage for every ignite on you. I think it's up to something like plus 240 spell damage for curses, and for some comparison here, this item has plus 8, and it's pretty good. So, I think I've seen like 12 on a helmet. Yeah, getting 240 or even 200 on a single item is pretty good. Okay, so boss time. Let's just go and kill him.
Come to play with fire.
Have indeed. Alright, huge amount of ward. We just dodge this. Try to stay out of the green stuff for a little while. Should have actually used the Fissure before I went into Veil that time. So I'm fine to stand on the fire, but I'm not fine to stand on this necrotic stuff, so I'm gonna swap over. And now I'm taking extra damage from the fire now. Floor's on fire again, so I'm gonna swap back to fire. And boss is dead. That's it. No, he's not actually dead. Now he's dead.
The fire.
Okay, I see a unique belt, which I'm pretty excited about. Because he didn't drop anything else. There it is. Okay. Now, I'm really happy by this. Sorry, I'm really happy about this. However, the rolls could be better. So the second one down there, plus 4 spell damage for fire and necrotic skills per stack of ignite on you, up to 40, means I'm only going to be getting, what's that, 160 spell damage instead of the potential 240. This is still really good, but it does mean I'm going to run this again. But, now it is worth speccing these 5 points here. And let's just see if I can kill myself with the ignites. See if that happens. Okay, so I'm up to 29 ignites. The health bar is definitely disappearing, but 29 ignites is pretty good. So let's go show the gambler our hole. And this glitch graphic hopefully will go away.
Fantastic work. Formosus will clatter.
Oh, it's written here as well. I can't believe I didn't see that.
Fantastic work. Formosus will
Okay, so
delight when I give him my report.
I've got all of the uniques I want,
Now about
except...
those soul embers. Care to let me see your hole?
Yes, yes. Be quiet, friend. The only unique I'm missing now is the Mad Alchemist Ladle. I definitely want a better Immolator's Ablation, but this one will do for starters. So I'm looking at accessories here. Could also be checking out the boots. How much are these? 105 each. I could get all 3 of these boots. The boots I have are kind of... they're okay. I want higher rolls on the reduced bonus damage taken from crit strikes. Ideally, I probably want that to be the tier 7 on an Exalted pair. Haven't got it yet, so it is what it is. And rings are actually quite cheap, so I can get 4 rings, which I'm going to do. So 1 Exalted, wrong base. Another one, Exalted is good, wrong base. Another one, Exalted is good, wrong base again. Health, fire res, necrotic res. So all of these are the wrong base. I want ivory rings. Again, it's for the necrotic resistance. The ward decay threshold is kind of a nice to have. But I'm looking for necrotic resistance, I'm looking for intelligence, I'm looking for minion health on my rings. And I want it on ivory rings here. So as you can see, this is just 2 tier 5s, a tier 4 and a tier 2. And that health is, I mean, I'm not going to say it's worthless, but it's kind of worthless. Exalted boots, they are the right base. Increased armor, not great. Boots, rare, eh. Yeah, not really, not so much. And can't afford another one, so we're done here. Alright, let's go ahead and do a monolith. I will just kind of check how the build plays now. I don't know that I particularly want to be spamming. This is going to be withers for the whole episode, is it? Okay. Let's go empowered, and I just reset this actually. Wait, hang on. No, ending the storm. I'm in the wrong spot. That's why. Let's go back to the Black Sun. I did just reset this not too long ago. Not that you can tell. Maybe I didn't actually. We're only at 100 corruption, so maybe I haven't reset this one. I definitely have reset the first one a couple of times. What do we want to do? Don't care about these. I wouldn't mind getting some more idols to look at. Gold is kind of worthless to me. XP wouldn't be bad. I guess we'll take the glyphs here and head towards those idols. Alright, so the basic idea now is going to be Let's actually see. So 1500 is my base for that. Let's get some ignites up. Looks like it is actually kind of ruining my day. But the ignites appear like they're not strong enough to actually break the ward. So let's get a bunch of ward up anyway. Then we cast a bunch of these. It's probably actually not super worth casting those for just running through. Everything should melt pretty fast now. I think this snapshots as well. The Chthonic Fissure, I'm pretty sure snapshots based on how many ignites you had when you casted it. Or when you cast it, rather. Casted is not a word. So what am I actually doing? Kill stuff until you find the guy. Okay. Or until you get ambushed. Okay, I think I've kind of got the idea here. I was mostly wanting to test how many ignite stacks I could get before it kind of became an issue. And it turns out the answer is yes. It's just not an issue. Okay, it was an ambush. So we got a bunch of ignites here. And everything dies pretty quickly. So fairly similar to how it was before. Definitely a little bit more damage, but not mind-blowingly so. With that in mind, I think we'll go do another Soulfire Bastion and hope for a better belt, although I kind of have a feeling that the better belt is not going to happen. Let's actually get rid of this. What did I actually get on that? Nothing I really care about. And then for these rings and such, I think I have a bunch of those. Let's just do here. So if we do a search for Weaver in the Uniques tab, I've got way too many of these rings. No LP, 14, 15. This one's 15. Maybe one day they'll be worth having, but probably not. Okay, let's go do... Oops. Soulfire Bastion one more time. One more time. Hopefully get a better belt. I think I'm out of prophecies. Don't have huge amounts of favor left, but let's see, what do we got left? Exile Mage is not going to happen in here. Rare enemy and monoliths. Yeah, so no prophecies in here. That's fine. And we'll take the tier 4. Oh, also I'm level 88 now as well. I don't think I mentioned that in the intro. Did get some levels. Let's actually put this up so I don't kill myself to the first pack of monsters. Yeah, the boss should die a little bit quicker. I know that what was I going to say? Oh, bosses have damage reduction. Like, the more damage you do, they will actually reduce it. Which, I mean... don't know how I feel about that. If I build a glass cannon, I should at least get to be the cannon, you know? But, that's fine, that's fine. It is what it is, you know? You play within the game that you're playing, and if you don't like it, well, complain on the forums, I guess. Having said that, I don't know how much I care about the ignite stacks now. For just fighting these little things, it kind of seems like they don't really matter super much. Let's get some... I mean, they're definitely dying faster with the ignite stacks up. I don't know. There's no two ways about it. There is definitely more damage. Still don't have the marker for the door yet, so just kill some more stuff. I want that chest.
Death will not
Let's see if we can go around. It's definitely looking like computer says no. Yeah, I don't think it's worth the extra casting time to get all those stacks. Maybe if you're waiting. So a lot of the time I'll find, you know, the cooldown on Profane Veil is not up yet, so I'm kind of just running around in circles waiting for cooldowns. And I think something to do. First item will be unique or set. Okay. Guarantee you it's a set. Yeah, I forget what I was talking about. Anyway. Boss time? No, we got one more floor. Oh yeah, so definitely something to do while you're waiting for cooldowns to come back, I guess is what I was saying. So now we need all of our buttons. I don't use Ghost Flame very often. I found it's only really useful for getting around slightly faster, or for kind of oh shit moments in between Profane Veils. Because you do get damage reduction while you're doing it, and you do get move speed while you're doing it. But it also drains your energy, or your mana, which is, you know, not ideal, shall we say. And the move speed is not amazingly fast. Having said that, if you've got 50, 60,000 ward, kind of not invincible, but pretty close. Let's just go ahead and take him out. He should die pretty quickly. I don't think regular monsters have any kind of damage reduction, so I'm pretty sure more damage for them is really good. Let's stack some up here. By the time I put the Fisher down, he was already dead. Okay, definitely gives me something else to do in between Profane Veils. I wonder if there's a way to automate the Ignite stacks. Probably wouldn't be horrible. Yeah, the damage is kind of off the charts here, which I'm okay with. I like more damage. This build, since I swapped over, I'm not quite as excited about it, to be honest. What did I just get? First item will be unique. Contains 4 additional scepters. Okay, well, I'm glad there's more scepters. But yeah, playing ridiculously giga overpowered builds is fun for an hour or two. But I won't lie, I'm kind of getting bored of it. So this is definitely the last episode for this guy. Oh, snap! Collapsing decay. But I was dashing. Alright, so we end with a death. That's fine. We'll go do some monoliths, see if I can't get some more keys. But, that sucks. That's what I mean. You get used to being basically immortal, and then you forget to put your shield up, and boom, you're dead. Critical strike chance is actually worthless on this build. See if we can't get anything better. I think there's crit multi available here, so that would be nice. What do we need? 800 stability to skip these. That was something I learned you could do as well. You don't actually have to do these. These are optional. You can just get to 800 stability and go straight to the boss. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's go get the idols. I thought I was going to jump through that necrotic ring and be fine. I've done it before, but I'm thinking actually maybe I didn't skip through it before, I just had so much ward at the time that that it didn't really register the damage. Alright, let's go for a little bit of a stroll, shall we? Alright, out of mana. That's right, we'll go around here. What am I doing here, actually? Patrolling husks. Okay. There's one. Looks like he's closer, we'll go that way. Having this permanently on is really annoying. And I forgot to put the ward up again. Look at that. 2 rings and an amulet, and I will never know what they are. Also the idol there. So 2 deaths, and after I just got done talking up how this build was immortal. Turns out you're only immortal if you've got a good player in it. It does kind of feel like stacking the ignites is leaving enough of a delay and also helping to get rid of my ward to the point where I'm actually able to die now. So I'm thinking maybe we just don't use the ignites in Monoliths. The extra damage is a nice to have more than something you actually need. Let's go get that gate. Okay, everything in here appears to want to slow me. Pop the gate open. Definitely noticing the ward number is getting a little bit low. And now pretty much everything should more or less instantly explode now. Including me if I don't get some more ward. That's another another reason why you maybe don't want to play this build. Because actually I haven't died for a while, but it definitely does feel like if you're not used to it, if you're not joining on the spot for putting your ward up, there's a pretty good chance you can die, because you are quite squishy underneath that ward. Alright, let's see if we can kill the Black Sun. I don't think I'm super huge amounts of stability away from it. What are we up to? 717. So, actually not much at all. Let's see if I can't get some better keys. I'm starting to think that the arena key node is just arena keys and not dungeon keys. Oh, what do we get? 7 idols, duration for Profane Veil, less damage over time taken is actually pretty good. What size is it? Full size. 13% increased duration versus 20%. I'm busy, guys. Can you give me a minute? Definitely going to uncap my physical resistance, but that's actually not such a big deal in this game. And especially with this build as well. Oh, this is a waves. Okay. That explains why they kept chasing after me. Let's come back to the middle here. This is another area where getting those ignite stacks is kind of... I won't say it's completely pointless, but it kind of is, because everything dies very quickly. So one really good thing about the arena waves is you get a lot of XP from doing these ones. Down to 6,000 ward.
Death will not take me.
Let's eat the bone walls, get some more ward back. Gonna be second last wave now. Yeah, you can see all this stuff is still dying pretty quickly, just kind of on the back of my, what, 300 necrotic res and 111 int. It's not amazing. My stats are definitely not great. Okay, we're done here. And let's see how much stability we have. I think that's going to get us about halfway. Yeah, just arena keys. So I'll have to keep my eyes open for more Soulfire Bastion keys. What do we got? 772, so probably one more, and then we do the boss. Okay, destroy all Siege Spire. Wonder if this is going to be all one of them again, like it was last time. Looks like there's 3. I wonder if the map told the quest that there's 3. Ooh, exiled mage. Let's see if we can't kill him. Okay, mage, I think is dead. Yep, there he goes. And I'm not seeing any uniques on the screen, so I didn't get the uniques. We got lucky. These are all the wrong base type. Not really the stats I'm after. Alright, Spire. Dead. Next. This one's actually fairly close, so let's go over that way. See, it died instantly, but I mean, even without the huge amount of extra spell damage, they were still dying fairly quickly anyway. Let's see what that shrine is. Why not? We got Shrine of Shards. Well. I don't think any of that's actually relevant. Shards at this point are not something I particularly care about. Yep. Okay. Boss time. The responsiveness on the portals as well is a minor annoyance that I would like to see fixed. Two-handed staff. Yep, that can stay on the floor. Actually, what's it worth? 500. Yeah, I don't think I care. Okay. So it's boss o'clock. So we have more than 800 stability. So we just go straight into the boss, and we're going to be fighting Raya. Most of the mechanics for which can be fairly safely just ignored. Let's get some wood before I go up to him. Safely kill those guys too. Alright, here he comes.
The dawn of the black sun.
And I'm completely invincible while I'm in the Profane Veil. It's only when I'm not that it matters. And you can see his health is basically evaporating. There we go. Don't care. Spin all you like. And we can dodge this mechanic with it as well. So he's at the point now, I think, where he's taking very little in terms of damage.
This despair, oblivion burns within.
And it's probably at least a little bit dangerous for me to be...
Do you deny it?
Oh, there we go. A little bit dangerous for me to be quite so confident in dodging mechanics with Profane Veil, because if it's not up, I'm gonna get hit by stuff that I should have been dodging. There he goes.
Defeat changes anything. This world
So, blessings, what do we get? Flat health, not really. Throw damage, no. Increased leech rate, not really. Void resistance, again, not really. I actually think none of these are any good, but I'm going to take the leech rate because I don't... Do I need void res? No. Where am I getting void res from? I will actually take that. This is another thing that bugs me as well. Okay, or accept, should be on the left, and no should be on the right. And having them the other way around is... Hang on. XP to void res. What? Okay, so when it comes to blessings, I'm pretty sure this XP is only from the Fall of the Outcast, the first timeline. And then this is the Winds of Oblivion. This is the Raya one. This should not be here. I'm going to see if this swaps this one, and I'm going to be very upset if it does. Okay, good. So, yeah, that shouldn't be there. Alright, Temporal Sanctum. What do we got? Atrophy, Time Rot, chance to slow and hit. Yeah, we'll just gonna leave that on the floor. And I'm actually going to end the episode here. I know it's a little bit shorter, but this is going to be the end of this particular character. There'll probably be another video or two just kind of updating where I got to. But yeah, just mindlessly grinding monoliths doesn't seem like it's good content. And I do have the belt now, so this is the final build. It's just, at this point, going to be number get bigger. And with the Mad Alchemist Ladle, is just going to be more damage. So this is the build. This is the bugged, ridiculously over-the-top ward generation Warlock. There is a crit version where you don't focus on the damage over time, but I think I've had my fun with this character, and it's time for something new. So in 2 days' time, after the Grim Dawn episode tomorrow, there will be a new series starting. So make sure you tune in for that if it's something you're interested in. And I'll just say thank you very much for watching the series. If you have got to the end here, go ahead and chuck us a like. I don't normally shill for the channel, but the end of the series seems like a good time. So chuck us a like, leave us a comment, all the usual cringe YouTuber stuff. And thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. And goodbye for now.